Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I want to talk about the two tropical storms that did manage to make their way out in front of this giant sand plume that's making its way across the Atlantic Ocean. Over here at nullschool.net, you can see the sand extending now about 2,000 miles off the coast of West Africa. We have a storm up here that I want to pay a little closer attention to than the one down here. Neither one of them are going to be major storms, but we might see this one up here making landfall in a few days in a very densely populated area. We're going to come back and take a closer look at both of those here in just a moment. Also in this video, I've got a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomenon photos sent from all around the world. But first, here at the website, quick look at the Schumann resonance, a little bit of background noise, and some minor activity. Nothing major going on at the moment. Quick look at the Earth-facing side of the sun. You can see there's that large solar prominence that's now turning towards the Earth. That thing is absolutely massive, and it could come loose at any time. There's also a very dark coronal hole turning towards the Earth, along with that huge filament. Right now, the Earth-facing side of the sun, for the most part, is pretty quiet. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. Got something weird going on here at the lake seismograph. You can see what looks like a zigzag pattern across the seismo. Almost looks like some sort of weird pulses. Have magma intrusion, a little bit of earthquake activity, but for the most part, nothing major going on at the supervolcano caldera. I wanted to share with you guys a rare event that occurred out here in Arizona. A couple of nights ago, we had some severe weather roll through here. 80-mile-an-hour winds were picked up in certain places, caused over 28,000 power outages out here in Arizona. That is very rare. You don't hardly ever see power outages in Arizona, and that is one rare time that you did see power outages. Like I said, in excess of over 25,000, but I will say they had the power back on in less than 24 hours. I want to talk now about these two storms that did manage to generate some sort of activity out in front of this massive dust plume that's expanding now about 2,000 miles consecutively, soon to be 3,000 miles long. Got Henry up here in the mid-Atlantic in front of the sand. Got Grace down here in the Caribbean trying to make a beeline in front of the sand, headed towards Mexico right now as I do this video. This is Grace down here, pretty good size storm, but it's kind of unorganized at best. It's going to be a Category 1 storm when it makes landfall here in the next 24 hours along the coast of Mexico near Cancun. They could expect some high winds and probably a little bit of storm surge, but I don't think it's got a whole lot of rain associated with it, at least for now. But all in all, the storm is still trying to get going, doesn't even have a visible eye wall, and again, only expect it to be a Category 1 storm. Coming over here to windy.com right now, looking at the radar feature over here at Windy, you can see some sort of a strange anomaly coming off the north coast of Cuba. Looks like a big vortex that spans about 250 miles up towards the coast of Florida. In fact, it does eclipse Cape Coral. You can see the northern edge of that big spiral, whatever it may be. I assumed it's some sort of a radar sweep, but radar doesn't do that anymore. At least traditional radar doesn't sweep like that. I've read that that's outdated, unless that's something that they have there. I don't know. Don't know what's going on there. Some sort of an anomaly. Again, this is over at windy.com in the weather radar section. Don't know what that is, guys. But here's what I wanted to talk about with regard to the storm named Henry out in the mid-Atlantic right here. It's been sitting out here for a few days, and honestly, it's not that big right now. But this one here could be a sleeper, and we need to pay close attention to this storm right here, as it could make landfall in the New York area in the next 96 hours. Let me go in a little tighter. It's not a very big storm, but it is expected to maintain its strength and at least grow into a Category 1 storm, and then possibly turning to the left on Sunday, making a potential landfall in the Long Island, New York area. Several models are alluding to just that occurring, and it could lean even farther inland. That would be even farther to the west-northwest, possibly right into New York. I don't know. A lot of the models right now are still trying to figure out what this thing's going to do. It's going to move west, then north, and then maybe back to the northwest. You can see a lot of the models right here are undecisive. This is over here at Tropical Tidbits, and this is normally a good source of information. More than 50% of these models have this thing making a landfall sometime Sunday as a Category 1 storm. Even over here at the National Hurricane Center, they've got the cone of possibility, including Long Island, New York. This storm could still go in that direction quite easily. Right now, they have it just brushing the far east coast of Massachusetts. But I will say, all day long, this thing has been moving to the west slowly but surely. So this is one we're going to keep a close eye on, because here in the next 96 hours, it could potentially bring a lot of rain to the New York area. That would be Long Island, southern Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. You could see maybe 3, 4, 5 inches of rain, some high winds, possibly some large waves. It just depends on how far inland this storm potentially comes. Looking at the potential rainfall totals in the Cancun area over here in the Yucatan, maybe 6, 7 inches, and then a secondary landfall over here just east of Mexico City. You're looking at 11, 12 inches along the coastal areas of Mexico. So this storm is expected to pick up a lot more moisture as it enters the southern Gulf of Mexico opposed to the northern Caribbean Sea. And that's expected to make a landfall sometime here in about 60 hours as a Category 1 storm. Again, nothing major, but still, it's going to be a strong tropical storm, or at the strongest, a Category 1 hurricane, bringing about 10, 12 inches of rain with it here in the next 60 hours. So areas we're going to be watching, especially up here, as Henry might be a sleeper. It's been sitting out here for a while now, just kind of wandering around aimlessly, and this thing's going to take off, and it does have a chance. Some of the models, once again, are suggesting a landfall in the New York area sometime on Sunday. Also in this video, I've got a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomenon photos, sent in from all around the world. Dale out of Fort Lupton, Colorado. Talk about a fiery orange sky. Then it turned red. This is also influenced by wildfire smoke in the Fort Lupton area. Good photos sent in by Dale out of Colorado. Photo here sent in by Lori out of League, Texas. Sent in 2 photos of what looks like a massive mothership landing above Texas. Photo here sent in by Mary Hall from the International Space Station looking down in the East Pacific Ocean. This is Hurricane Linda from 250 miles above planet Earth. Photo here sent in by Josh W. out of Oklahoma. Fiery orange sky sent in from Oklahoma. Then went from orange to blue. This was on a different night, but spectacular photos by Josh. Sarah, this is a sunrise back on the 16th, and you can see what compelled her to take the photograph. Looks like some sort of a wedge setting up in the clouds during sunrise. Great observation. Photo here sent in by Seth D. out of Beach Lake, Pennsylvania. Yet another fiery orange sky. Chandler, Arizona, Tina L. Another fiery orange sky, more than likely influenced by wildfire smoke. Good observation by Tina from right out here in Arizona. Photo here sent in by Tom out of General Santos, Philippines. Bright pink sky at either sunrise or sunset. John S., not sure of the location, but a towering double-decker rainbow. Photo here sent in by Tina Marie out of Gill, Massachusetts. Got some incredible colors up here in the proximity of the sun. Yellow, orange, blue, white, all kinds of stuff going on right there in the proximity of the sun. Great job, guys. Keep the photos coming. If you have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomenon Photo Gallery at the website, and sometimes I'll use them in a video just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.